The Haunting in Venice did its best to bring new life into the end of summer box office over the weekend. It took the #2 spot just behind The Nun 2, the third installment in the Agatha Christie remake. Did I get it right?
Yep. Yes, you did.
Saga. This follows a group of party-goers turned suspect after a Halloween seance goes wrong. Sounds really, really creepy.
Yeah, I mean, it obviously people want to get out. They want to go see this movie. But yeah, that's it's. I haven't seen it yet. I went to the BYU game instead. That was a scary movie in itself.
We're trying not to talk about
Yeah,
that.
I know. I'm so sorry. So, but yeah. So instead, I'm just going to talk about. I love murder mysteries.
Yeah.
It's like that and heist movies, things I could talk about all day.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, they're so.
They're so
I was going to say easy to make, but I mean it's good to come up with a storyline.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's a puzzle, and it's hard. It's hard to make, and it's hard to like solve. So I came up with a couple of my favorites. You know, it's kind of getting a little chillier. It's the perfect time to talk about murder mysteries.
It is.
And I'm not talking about true crime. I'm talking about just ridiculous murder mysteries.
Sure.
Like our first movie. You've played Clue, right?
I have. It's been a long time.
Have you ever seen the movie Clue?
Nope.
Adam, you would love this movie.
It's good?
It is so good. It is an insane cast. It is very much, it is Professor Plum, Colonel Mustard, Mrs. Peacock, like everyone that you know as a character in the game of Clue, Mr. Green. Like they are trapped in a mansion. They are being blackmailed, and they are trying to figure out who is blackmailing them, and then people start dying, and now they're trying to also figure out who is killing these people. And it is maybe one of my like all-time favorite movies. It is so funny, one of the funniest movies ever made.
So it's funny.
It's funny, yeah. There's some creepy things to it, not terribly, but it is so good, so well made, and it is legit so funny. Like Tim Curry is the butler, and he does a whole thing at the end where he is explaining exactly how everything happened, and it is just an incredible like 30 minutes.
Well, I mean, Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, Scooby-Doo's a great murder mystery as well. That's not on the list, but something in that same vein. Have you ever seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
Of course.
Of course you have.
I was an 80s kid.
It's not people being murdered, it's cartoons, which that's sad too. But I wanted to go a little bit different on the list. So Roger Rabbit, if you haven't seen it, it is cartoons are real. They live in our world. It's kind of taking place in that kind of 30s, 40s era, and someone is framing Roger Rabbit, who you see on your screen, for murder, and he has to go talk to his buddy Eddie Valiant, who hates tunes, and they have to solve who's framed him and why they would do that.
Do you think this opened the door for other movies like Space Jam?
Oh, 100%. And that's what also, like, not only is that a great story, it is awesome to watch because they do a lot of it practically. The way that they kind of fuse animation, real life, it is perfect.
Well, and this was early on. When did that movie come out?
88.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, 87. Okay. Yeah, I think 88.
So the technology.
Oh, it is. It was a game changer.
Wow.
So, now have you seen Knives Out? This is the new bit. I'm just going to ask you if you've seen movies.
No.
You haven't seen Knives Out.
No.
And you haven't seen Glass Onion?
No.
Wow. You would love these movies. Knives Out. It's similar to Clue, but you follow this detective who's played by Daniel Craig. He is interviewing this family who the patriarch has died mysteriously. They all want to get the will read, but he has been brought in because he thinks something has happened. And it's just an incredible movie with an incredible cast. It does feel very much like a Clue, but more like if you went to a murder mystery party and you had a character and you're trying to figure out what's going on. But yeah, Daniel Craig, Chris Evans, Ana de Armas, Michael Shannon, Christopher Plummer, just so many good people. It's a lot of fun. And then they made a sequel, which is now on Netflix, called Glass Onion, which is it's another kind of murder mystery, but almost done in reverse. So it's a lot of fun too. So.
Lionsgate movies are great.
Yeah.
I love all Lionsgate.
Yep.
It's interesting when you watch these videos, these movies, how they're so dark, and
Yeah.
they appear in these old homes
Yes.
with lots of wood
Yes.
and all of that.
Yeah.
It just sets that tone.
And that's what I love. That's why, like, every fall I start
Yeah.
thinking a little bit about I could watch. Yeah,
Fireplaces.
I could watch 100 of these, and I got a couple more just listing out.
Yeah, let's hear 'em.
Let's see. So you've got Rear Window. It's just one of 100 Hitchcock movies you could throw on this list. L.A. Confidential, Scream, because horror movies are great. Also, like slasher movies are great. Whodunits, Murder Mystery on Netflix. That's the Adam Sandler, Jennifer Aniston one. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. If you love like noir movies, kind of.
By the way, Ashley King has the loudest kissing noise in the world.
Random.
Okay. Well,
But you do it, Ashley.
No.
Okay.
That's
Okay,
just
well,
weird.
you got Identity, you got Zodiac, and a special shout out to Game Night. Not so much a murder mystery, but kind of brings in that kind of you're trying to figure out what's going on, and that's that murder mystery party feel. It's a lot of fun. Have you ever done a murder mystery party?
No.
I've done 3, and I've won 2 of them. So that's how much I love.
Are you
these
inviting
things.
me over?
No, I can't invite you to someone else's party.
Why not?
All right. Well,
People do it all
if
the
you're
time.
watching, I'm gonna take Adam this year.
No, you're
You may be a little. You know what? Actually, you may be better than my wife. So if it's like, we could like team up and we could solve the murder.
not. I'd be better at tennis. Okay, tell everybody how they can watch Getting Real.
Oh well, there's really just 2 ways. Well, actually, there's 3 ways if you count this. You can watch us every day on THV Plus 4 p.m. We're talking about sci-fi movies soon. We're talking about so many cool things, and then you can find us on YouTube.
If you're a movie buff, I highly encourage you to check out Getting Real because these guys, they take it very serious. It's great,
Yeah,
great
it's super
stuff.
serious around here.
All right.